All right, hello and welcome to your local weather updates. We're going to talk about the weather this weekend in this weather update, and the weather we had today. Uh, and it's a little after 10 o'clock, and you can see the cirrus streaming in, but for the most part, man, today was a clear day. You could see, looking across the area, hardly any clouds, nice and cool, very nice. There was a little bit of haze over southern New Jersey that kind of got pushed down throughout the day. But other than that, it's a clear day. So let's look at what it was like outside. And I have a video for you at South Haven where we actually got to see some fall colors. Look at that. We just had a few scattered cirrus clouds around as we got toward 1 o'clock here. But look at those colors. Absolutely beautiful fall colors. And, of course, pines as well. You'll have to stay tuned for that video. It was a beautiful day, and yet another beautiful day in the Pine Barrens. But our beautiful weather is about to come to an end because we have more rain on the way. You see that big low pressure area on the weather map that's heading our way. So let's look at our current conditions right now outside. 52 at Islip. The air coming from the alley is 60 degrees, which is just about like LaGuardia, 61. Down to 41 at West Hampton, of course, with that radiational cooling. And in New Jersey, also seeing those cooler temperatures in the Pine Barrens dropping to the 40s there as well. So we'll take a look at what your day was like at Islip today. And you'll see here that we had northwest winds throughout the day. Temperatures only in the 60s, low 60s at that. Breezy conditions at times. And so let's put the highs and the lows on the map here. And you can see here that highs, low 60s, pretty much low, middle 60s on Long Island, mid 60s in the city, and wow, a lot warmer in Jersey. They had upper 60s there. But for us, it was pretty cool and pretty fall-like. Looking at the lows, 41 at West Hampton. I wonder if that's the current temperature. We're going to have to check that out. The low is 48 at Islip. And New Jersey, we have temperatures in the low temperatures in the mid-40s. Those actually might be the current temperatures, those temperatures. So let me just go look at West Hampton for today. I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, because I don't think they got radiational cooling last night. Yeah, they didn't cool down as much. No. So, yeah, that's what I figured. So the lows are the current temperatures. So anyway, let's go to today's statistics for Islip. And the high was 63, normal high 65, so 2 degrees below normal on the high. The low 50, however, was 2 degrees above normal. So that average temperature of 57 is right on the normal mark for today. Central Park got up to 63, normal high 66, 3 degrees below normal there. And for the day, 2 degrees below normal. Let's look at Newark. 67. Boy, Jersey, always a lot warmer. And they actually managed to be 2 degrees above normal for the day. Always warmer in New Jersey. Always. It's so much hotter there. So I don't want to wind up having to go live there because it's hotter. All right, I know. It's not that bad now, but in the summer it makes a difference, trust me. But anyway, let's get to the models now and talk about our system that is coming our way for tomorrow. And we'll go to the eastern U.S. view for this. So on the GFS, you'll see this low-pressure system come. Rain starts by early afternoon tomorrow, and it lasts through the evening and ends Sunday morning. And then luckily it moves away, the storm system, and clearing conditions you might even see the sun for Sunday as well. So Sunday we'll have sunshine. So it's only one rainy day, but it's another rainy Saturday. Every Saturday has been rainy for the past 5 weeks. It's ridiculous. In fact, it's been that way most of the summer. Like I said, it's been a sucky, rainy summer. It really has. But anyway, that's what the GFS is showing, and there's really no disagreement on the models here. There's no reason to go through all of them at this point as far as, URO goes and all that other stuff. This is a local weather update, so we're just going to be talking about the weather this weekend. But you'll see HRRR has that rain starting around noon tomorrow, and it's going to last through the afternoon into the evening, heavy at times, lingering around. You see there's your center of low pressure there that has the rain lingering, and it's going to linger until probably around sunrise Sunday. Then it moves out, and then we have improving conditions for your Sunday here. And you notice how it really kind of gets wound up there too as it moves out over the ocean, maybe getting some extra energy from those warmer ocean waters, though this won't be a tropical system. It's just it'll just become a coastal storm when it moves off shore. So let's take a look and see the total accumulated precipitation for your Sunday. You can see, yeah, if you're upstate, man, you can just go up to Albany and you won't have to deal with the rain at all. Even Boston won't have to deal with it. So you can see that kind of sharp cutoff. But for us here on Long Island, for most of us, we're going to see between a half to 1 inch of rain, and perhaps between 1 and 1.5 inches in New Jersey. But if you go north, man, you won't have to deal with this at all. You know, I should go north. I don't want to have to deal with the rainy day, but then I have to come back, so I have to stay up there. But you could see there that, yeah, they're not going to deal with any of the rain at all up there. Lucky them. Let's look at our dew points and wind flow. So we have the north flow tonight. Clouds are increasing, but I still think we're going to see some radiational cooling tonight, and we'll talk about those temperatures in a minute. In fact, we still don't have the whole model in, so it's a little delayed, but it'll be enough for this storm. So you can see here, north winds, and we stay cold. The winds go easterly as the storm goes to the south of us. So it's going to be cold and raw Saturday night. Even if it's not raining, it's going to be drizzling. And then as far as we got into Sunday, you could see pretty strong northeasterly winds in the morning there as this thing kind of winds up here. And if we look at the wind offshore, yeah, there could actually be some pretty strong winds in this. 40. Wow, that's kind of interesting. I wonder if this is going to affect the, well, this model doesn't show the surf. But again, if we go to the GFS and use our 700 to 800, 700 to 300 relative humidity, you see those dark greens that are going to be over us, and that's going to mean the heavy rain. But once we get into Sunday, you see the brown, that's drier air will work in. So it's just Saturday that's going to be your wet day. Total accumulated precip on the GFS, we can look at similar deal, though it is showing, again, similar deal, half inch to an inch on Long Island, maybe a little more in New Jersey, and definitely more out over the ocean, it looks like. So going back to the HRRR, it's kind of missing data on temperatures here, but we'll go ahead and look at the temperatures here. 0Z HRRR. Tonight, we'll probably have the lows again in the 40s, though maybe those increasing clouds will put a lid on it. Tomorrow, we're going to struggle to make it out of the 50s. It's going to be cold and rainy and miserable out there. And for Sunday, you'll see the temperatures will improve. It'll still be chilly, though. Upper 50s will struggle to make it to 60 degrees on Sunday. So we'll look at a few more models when it comes to this rain. We do have the new NAM in as well, so we'll go ahead and look at that. So this is the new NAM, and you can see that rain starts, and it just lingers throughout the day. Sunday, Saturday, overnight. It's going to linger around, and it won't be really gone until NAM is actually lingering until late morning. But look at how tight the NAM has that storm. My gosh. It just bombs it out there. It just bombs it. Let's see what kind of winds they have around this thing. Oh, my God. Could see winds approaching hurricane force. Is this going to become something tropical? No, I don't think so. If we look at the dew point, well, look at the core of this thing. The core all around is warm air. So could this thing become something tropical? We will have to watch for that, won't we? We most certainly will. That's definitely something we are going to have to watch for. Total accumulated precip on the NAM. Again, you see that sharp cutoff, but I mean, all the models agree on how much rain we're going to see. You know, it won't be like flooding kind of rain at least, but it's still more rain that we don't need, considering. So that is the thing. We can also look at the FGen as well. I want to kind of show this as well because this is pretty off-the-wall FGen here, especially offshore. Look at that. That's pretty nuts right there. That's pretty nuts right there. So where's the storm getting all this energy from? Well, might as well pop it over to earthnollschool.net and show you those warm ocean waters. Sea surface temperature anomaly. Yep, there you go. You got some pretty big, bright yellows here in this area where the storm's going to move over, and that's going to help give it some energy. Yes, yeah. So have to see what happens with that for sure. But anyway, obviously, we're going to be dealing with the rain tomorrow. So, nothing, no flooding or anything like that, but we're going to be dealing with the rain. GFS. Let's go and look at our significant wave height. I don't think we're going to have to worry about this. Well, it will kick up the surf on Sunday. We will see elevated surf levels from this as the coastal storm intensifies. So, yep. There will be some slight impacts to the beach, I think. Perhaps. Look at the European, too, which is obviously worse. The European is way worse. Because the European bombs it out again. It would be Sunday that you'd see these crazy. Let me look at this. The thing really just winds it up. So you can see. Look at what the European does. So this is the European here. Here's Saturday. The European is again just kind of keeps it's like the NAM. The European. It's slow. It's slower. And we'll go ahead and look at this one too. I said I wasn't going to look at all the models. I guess I kind of have to. European definitely is heavier with the rain in some areas. And the other thing that we look out for is the winds, too, because this thing's going to have some pretty strong winds around it. Look at that. Once this thing bombs out Sunday, man, look at that thing. That thing's going to explode. So, again, it's going right over that warm patch of water that I showed you on the... there you go. That's what the warm water does. Gives these storms energy, But anyway, let's go and look at the skies next. So we'll go ahead and look at the skies. And we'll first, we got the RGM. So here's the RGM, 18's the RGM. Obviously, clouds tomorrow. Sunday, we'll try to break out in some sunshine, but there may be some clouds redeveloping, perhaps. This may be overdone. We'll have to see what happens. And then Monday, well, I'm not really going to go into Monday too much, but that's the RGM. We can look at the NAM as well. It's a similar idea. Kind of keeps us more in the clouds, but it only goes out that far. But, we'll have a better idea on what the skies, if we see the sun at night. I think we will sometime Sunday, but maybe it'll only be partly sunny. I don't know if it's going to be mostly sunny. Some of the miles around the Cape could become mostly sunny, but you will have to see. But anyway, I want to look at a few other sites here when it comes to our storms. So let's go to windy.com because that European really is interesting here with this storm. So, yeah, wind gusts. Obviously, you'll see there'll be some wind gusts coming in off there could be some coastal issues on the Jersey Shore as we get to Saturday night. But, again, look at what happens Sunday here. I mean, you get some very strong winds around the center of this thing. Look at how strong the winds get on this side. 94, gusts to 94, 99? Really? And that's going to keep kind of breezy around here too Sunday, which is not good fall foliage. You don't want it too windy. It's going to blow all the leaves down. Though I don't think that we'll see the worst of the winds. But offshore, you're going to have some crazy winds, 99 miles an hour. My gosh. That may just be overdone, but that's pretty crazy. If we go to the waves here, I mean, oh my, look at the wave heights in this thing. Man, but the coastal impacts, luckily, by the time it bombs out, it's far away from us, so we won't have to deal with that. But still, that's rather crazy here. Clouds, or we can look at the clouds here for Sunday, and you can see it does show some clearing skies. So we'll have to see what happens Sunday. Maybe a period of mostly sunny skies, perhaps, before clouds kind of come in the afternoon. We'll have to see what happens with that. But anyway, yeah, this looks like a pretty potent storm on this. We can look at the Ventus sky as well, which is the HRRR, and visualize our storm. Pop this into Sunday here, and yeah, it's intense too. This would be the HRRR, and it's showing some. Look at that, 102. This storm is really going to bomb when it gets out over that warm water. So, luckily, the storm is away from us when this happens. So that's the good news about this. And but they'll still be kind of breezy here. It won't be damaging winds, but it'll be kind of breezy between that and the rain. And I'm glad I got to see some fall colors today because who knows what's going to happen. Though a lot of trees haven't changed yet. But the colors I saw today will definitely be gone by after this storm is done with us. So, yeah, there you go. So, big storm. that looks like it's going to form, but luckily, like I said, it's going to happen when it moves away, and it's going to keep moving away. That's the fortunate thing about it. So I guess that's going to wrap up our local weather update tonight. Thank you for watching, and have a good night. And keep prepared for another rainy Saturday.